We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Alvin Kamara with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Falcons.
He gets away from one. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 42 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Murray. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, They give him full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. And that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. The catches for him just keep piling up in his career. He's now at 1,024. And that ties Isaac Bruce, the number that he had back in the day.
Yeah, part of the greatest show on turf. And remember, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt combined for nearly 2,000 catches in their careers. He might get to 2,000 himself with the numbers he's posting up there. Keeps himself in great shape. He might go for it.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Finding Gabriel complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 6. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. On the ground, this is Kamara. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
The end of the first quarter with the score Cardinals 14, Falcons 7.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
In your face. Check 45.
From the gun, Murray. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
17.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, walk 54,
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
A pass complete here to Aitman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Back to throw again. Caught on the right side by Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals! DeAndre Hopkins, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 27-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
The Falcons.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
34. Falcons 15. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Watch the pass. 45.
They run it again with Kamara. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Alvin Kamara, 49 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Looking deep for Julio. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Julio Jones.
A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards.
The Falcon first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Number 41.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Kamara. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's see what you got. Hey, check Mike 45.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
At the 40-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Mike 45.
Here's Hyde. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 45.
A busy night continues for Kamara. Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
15.
Second down at 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Running with Kamara. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 19-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 10-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
1-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, Will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? To throw, it's Murray. This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Rosas' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Complete to Marcel Aitman.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a throw here, hauled in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Turnover on downs.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
41.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they take a knee.
tonight's
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as a